I don't really get mad at the young dudes who not super lyrical or be on a vibe wave. That's their time. That's what they're doing. And that's how they're doing it. It's just the fact that I tell any youth, any corner of the world, from any background you come from, you have to respect history,
right,
or you have no future.
Welcome back to For the Record. I'm your host, Markman. Now, we always talk on this show about how hip hop is evolving, how it's changing, how it's growing, how it's moving. You know, every now and then I see y'all in the comments, we talk about it. You know, some things is changing, sometimes not for the better. Really been feeling like lately, like lyricism isn't really valued. I know I get down. I know y'all get down because I see the comments. But then I get special projects like this one by Styles P, Davies, Beloved. And it makes me believe in lyrics again. It makes me feel like we going in the right space.
Thank you, bro.
I wanted to bring y'all to the show just to talk about it, man. Lyrics 2018, Beloved the album, Styles P, Davies, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to For the Record.
Thank you.
Nah, man, thank you for coming. I just want to open with that question, man. Like, I know sometimes, you know, we talk to a lot of fans. I know y'all outside, y'all feel the temperature. Mm-hmm. You know, does it feel like, you know, the kind of thing that we value, you know, was like dope beats and dope rhymes was very, very important. Does it feel like that's still a thing that fans value, that the industry values, you know what I'm saying, in 2018 in this climate?
Well, for me personally, I think, for me, 2018 was a great year in hip hop. One of the best I could recall in a long time. I believe a lot of solid albums came out. Actually, too many to name, because I don't want to discredit anyone or leave anyone out. But I think just all around in general, a lot of people put out a lot of solid projects with solid content. And, you know, I actually felt this was the dopest year in hip hop for a long time. So I was really cool with how the year went. Like, you know what I mean? For me personally, from all over the place too, not just, you know, it was like even other coasts, other places, you know, Rhapsody.
Dope
she
project.
put out a dope joint. J-Rock put out a dope joint. Nip put out a dope joint. Cole put out a dope joint. It's too many to even name. Like, I don't want to, you know, disrespect no one. I'm high.
For sure.
I'm gonna leave a lot of shit out, but
you floating.
He's put out a dope project. I put out a dope project. Kiss and Fab put out a dope project. Luch, Raekwon. The list is so long. Like, you know, the list is crazy. Like, actually, of dope music that came out in 2018. So for me personally, I think hip hop took a nice turn for 2018, and I think me and Babe Bro capped it off.
Y'all definitely did your job. East, you know, just looking at that, do you feel the same way? Or are there things sometimes that you say or that you see and you be like, damn, I can't believe we let that shit slide?
You know what it is? Sometimes I go through that, but I feel like it's a lot of lanes now. You feel me? So I feel like the lane I love is lyricism, is music you gotta rewind, you know what I mean, and get in tune with. But that's me. That's what I like, and you know what I mean. But I feel like overall, it's so many lanes now. You could catch so many different moods, and it's all hip, it's all rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute that. But I just feel like it's always gonna be a place for what we love. You know what I mean? For lyrics and the beats and people actually talking about something. There's always space for that.
Where do you find the inspiration for Beloved, man? Like the track, I was hearing rumblings about it. I'm not sure how long y'all was working on it, but I was hearing rumors that y'all was doing something. But it felt like for the most part it came out of nowhere. It wasn't like the public knew about it and it took a long time to cook up. And I hear it, and the quality is crazy. It really feels like y'all locked in. It really feels like y'all tried to outdo each other in a friendly competition match. Like, you wasn't gonna take, you ain't want to take a back seat to stop.
He the same way. Like that's what really made it dope. Like we was like, it wasn't one of them situations. I feel like a lot of times, especially in music and just the industry, in your mind and how you move around, you feel like you better than somebody, or you a doper MC, or you get fresh or whatever. But when a lot of times when people get with each other, the competition leave. It just be like, oh, that's my man, or we just gonna vibe out. Let's get on Instagram. Or we was in there locked in, like not really even talking while we was making music. We would vibe outside of recording.
It was tension
but
in
when
the
the beat
air.
was on, it was straight.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? We was really going at it.
We went about it that way consciously, like like you babe, bro. You know, you carrying a flag for the city. You carrying tradition. It's your field. It's your league now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the older vet though, so it's like he got to prove himself to the older people, and I got to be the older vet to prove that I ain't losing to the younger people. And then more on top of that, it's like we repping New York tradition. Like, so we're not gonna sit in this room with each other like and lollygag. Like, let's go for it. We're gonna be competitive, still sharp and still. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for what we do in general, it just brings out the quality of that realness. It's like if we get on a basketball court,
Right.
and like who goes, yo, yeah, I want my man to be the MVP. And I just want to be on the court. Who do that? Who does that? Like you want the team to win, but you want the MVP. If it's the most valuable player, you want to win it. And if you ain't going about it like that, and I ain't going about it like that, then we wasting time.
Was there ever? I'm gonna start with you, Ghost. Was there ever a session or a line or a lyric or a song where East had you sweating, or he made you like, oh shit, this is
Like
what you
all
want?
of them. I felt it was just we was just keeping each other sharp. Like everything was like, oh, this is dope, and I'm not gonna drop the ball. Like I ain't, when you're doing something dope, it's like I ain't gonna be the.
Won't be me.
I ain't let me out the car though. That ain't my style. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I believe what really got me excited when he wanted to go in and out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the back and forth flow.
Yeah, like he was like, nah, we're gonna do, and he was like, cause like I said, when you're in the studio, like me for everything, like I'm short. And I ain't got my left hand is garbage, so I never got to be a basketball player. But I always look at rhyming, I always take it as like basketball and mixed martial arts.
Right.
Like you gotta, in boxing, like you gotta study the craft, you gotta work hard, you gotta train hard, you gotta look at the greats, you gotta look at who's popping now and what's going on. So when he actually was like, nah, we're going in and out, let's do this on that, and that, I was like.
So that was East's suggestion.
Yeah.
Like, come on, because we grew up on if your man ain't a thief, then he better have the cash for it. That's Styles, that's Kiss. Like, it's so many classic back and forths. Was there, like, were you nervous at any point? Like, or knew that you had to live up to?
I didn't feel he was nervous. For me, I was like, he was like, yeah, on this one, do this and that. And went in and laid this shit all crazy and confident. I said, oh, whoa, hold on. No, sir.
Nah, no nervous.
Let me get back. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I think the way we went about the whole process was so like, we smoked, we chopped it up, we drank bark shots, we drank ghost joints, we did pull-ups, push-ups, dips.
Right.
We,
It was like the yard.
It was like, yeah. And then everybody's out there, and then we go lock in. So when we locked in the room, it's complete the mission and stay sharp. So it's like, he was doing shit fast too. Like he was doing shit fast, and then he wasn't right. And then I was like, oh, this
So that
coming from a belt.
Do you normally write? Do you not write?
I always wrote.
Because we know Styles doesn't write.
He don't write at all.
Famously, infamously doesn't write.
Every project up until Beloved, I wrote.
So when you say Styles don't even write this shit, I pray I don't see the pen. That's kind of a double. That's a smooth.
That was the double.
That's a triple. That might be the triple on time. Don't even ask me how. That's the type of time you
might have
on.
went over your head.
That's hard. That when we got, because I think that's about the third or fourth song on the project. Like, that's the point in the project when I'm like, oh, like usually most like you'll start strong and you get to that joint. I'm like, oh, they not letting up.
No. Intro to outro.
There isn't no letting up on this
Intro to
one.
outro. And then with me too, not to control. I feel like just being a fan of that for so long. That's why I was able to jump in that.
You wanted, you was waiting for that.
He was hungry.
It was comfortable. Like, what? I'm doing this now? Like, come on, let's do it. You know what I mean? So it was no like, I thought about it after the fact, like me leaving YO and going home. I'm like, damn, I really was just
that just happened.
Yeah, but while it was going on, I'm like, nah, we gonna get busy.
I want to get back to this MC conversation just to figure out the cloth that you cut from for those who may not be in tune. Who's your top 5, Eve?
My top 5.
Oh, that's such a hard question. I feel like you've been answering that question all week, though.
You know what it is with that? It's. I feel like my top 5 switch sometimes. It switch up.
Right now, today, just how you feeling?
Top 5: Biggie, Nas, Big Bro, Styles P. That's when it gets tricky.
That's a hard question.
It's tricky. I'll probably say Snoop.
That's hard.
Snoop 4th. The 5th one is always is like between Pun and M.
Okay.
Always. It's hard to, because I'm a huge Pun fan, but then M too.
Like, you can't. The M's technical
So
ability
top
is
6.
Punch technical ability
is also
too.
yeah.
That was
Also, and you see that's where M all the time
It's
don't
full-
accept
yeah,
an
I
award
ain't
and not shout out Pun
Yeah, you
and
got
Tretch
to.
and Redman and
Yeah.
you see the DNA. Who's your? I know G-Rap is on your.
G-Rap, Rakim, KRS, Cool G, Big.
I'm gonna go just throw mine out there because people ask me all the time. I'm gonna say Jay, Nas, Big, Pac, Scarface.
And everything's like more error, like because like, see, from my school, like with being like Rakim, Cool G, Kane, KRS are the forefathers of
Well, they changed. Rap changed.
rap changed so
When they came in.
dramatically when they came out, and then that's what was able to birth like Nas. Like I've really all like the birth of Nas makes it acceptable for everyone now to rap with the technicality of the forefathers,
Right.
but involving the streets. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? When like for the first time, like I heard Represent, it was chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, wow, that's what our life is. Like, you know what I mean? Like that Represent made it different. Like Live at the Barbecue was crazy, all the other things, but when you popped it in, you heard Represent, it was like a whole new, that led to Hove, Big, Woo,
Absolutely.
Us, Mob. Not like, so Nas like kind of kicked in the door.
Every
but
couple
then-
years, somebody comes in and kind of changes.
And then Big got
the
in
course.
the door and just switched the game. I felt where he set the precedence with Life After Death was crazy.
That's my favorite
like,
rap
that was
album of all
just,
time.
Yeah, me too.
Mine's too.
Yeah, I think he just set a different. It's like he just went Bruce Lee mode out of nowhere. Like he just, like, you know what I'm saying. So I think everything kind of coincides and plays part with how you build yourself and what you're hearing. And I hear this, and then I hear that. Like you say, I hear NWA.
Right.
Wow. Oh, we lived like that too, but differently.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying. Then when you hear Scarface, like, where he from?
You can relate.
Right.
As you're a kid, like he from Houston, and it's giving you the chills and giving you goosebumps. Besides his two partners, like not just Scarface, like, you know what I'm saying, Ghetto Boys, period.
Well,
yeah,
phenomenal.
just to be able to hear something, like my mom's playing tricks on me and
Well, that's
like,
crazy. I talk about that record all the time, and then just for fans who don't know, mental health is big. I see you, especially recently on your Twitter, talking a lot about mental health and how important.
I think mental health always been big. We just never had the term.
Right, but I think
key
Scarface,
term.
if you think about it, my mom's playing
Mental
tricks
health,
on me.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Is about
It's
paranoia.
hashtag,
Yeah,
yeah.
because in the hood, like, not to be funny, like, no, like, is you know, mental health is really a hard thing to pinpoint.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see everybody got mental health
Everybody
issues,
got it.
and it's like, this nigga's crazy.
Right.
In the hood, that's what it was. That's what mental health was.
Yeah.
This nigga's
7:30.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
7:30,
It's levels
loose.
to it, right?
That was
Yeah.
mental health for years. Nah, that nigga's 7. Oh, he like, you know what I'm saying? And then it
you're right.
became, yo, he's emo.
So we just attached
he's-
new words to it, but the
We
feeling
just
was always
attached
there.
new words to it, but that feeling's always been there throughout all hip hop, throughout Suicidal Thoughts, Big,
Right.
Black
Straight
Girl
up.
Lost, Nas.
Straight up.
Like these are people touching deep.
Feel it in the air.
You know,
All that. That's old.
Brenda
Beans.
lost a baby, Pac.
Right. It's
You
all
know what I'm saying?
PTSD.
Fuck the police, NWA. Like, these are all songs that's screaming out, we got problems. These problems are affecting us. It's affecting our mental, our physical, our spiritual, our whole being, but we just never labeled it mental health.
Something else I wanted to get into just on the topic of MCing and really, Styles, because you had a line on the joint on Rare Breed when you said, I'm from the crack era. Know that the Gremlins could sing, but the crack babies is crazy. Yeah, they mumble everything. It's our generation fault. We fumbled everything.
Yeah.
I had seen, and it was a dope interview, man, with Angie Martinez and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and he's talking about his record, the Fifi record with Nicki Minaj, and you know that record streaming crazy, blowing up, making all types of records. And he said that himself. He said, "Yo, these lyrics are stupid." Like he was like, "I don't like. I'm not taking this seriously. This is just I'm putting this out there." And a lot of people was upset about it, right? Initially, I was upset. Like I was like, "Damn, man, like how you gonna say that?" But then, for me, it kind of sunk in. It was like, damn, well, the generation before, all we told them was rap is a hustle. How many times we heard that line?
Yeah.
Rap is a hustle. I'm a hustler disguised as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to get your thoughts into, especially when a guy like that is super successful and says, yo, lyrics are important to me. Like, what kind of message does that really convey? Or does it really even matter?
Lyrics definitely matter. I would convey the message to him more like, you know, get your money. Do what you're doing. Respect, you know, business is business. But you gotta always know where the business came from and know your history when you're in the business. That's any business. That's street business, professional business, white collar, blue collar. You gotta kind of know the history of business. But it's not his fault because he didn't jump into something that wasn't already out. Like that shit been away for a long minute. So you're supposed to get your money, but if you don't respect history, they're not gonna respect your history when it's your time. When you the old head and you put in that work and all of that. So like you get money off of it, but just acknowledge just the history of it.
Right.
Like, you know, that's really the whole point of it. And then it goes back like if you refer, like you say, you refer to the line, that's not his fault. I wouldn't really all the way be, like, I don't really get mad at the young dudes who not super lyrical or be on a vibe wave or, like, you know, whatever they on, like, that's their time. That's what they're doing. And that's how they're doing it. It's just the fact that I tell any youth, any corner of the world, from any background you come from, you have to respect history or you have no future.
East, what's kind of your take on that? Because I see you just kind of peeping how you came into the game, like you not doing this for free, like making money, building, putting on for you and your people seem to be very important to you. But at the same time, so is the craft. So how do you balance that, the business side of it, and still kind of upholding the things that's important
With
to you?
me, I feel like I didn't get even any attention or nothing before they realized I could actually rap. You know what I mean? So before anything ever happened, I feel like I had to prove to whoever was in tune that I could actually spit. So to like with the 6ix9ine thing, I think it's dope. Somebody could come out, say whatever they want to say, and it's the #1 record. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel no way about it, but I just know that with me, I feel like I got too much stuff going on around me and too many people that look up to what I be talking about to just say anything on a record. You get what I'm saying? So there's gonna be always some type of thought with whatever I do. I don't care if it's a female record, if it's any type of song, it's gonna be some type of, you're gonna know I sat and thought about it. I didn't just go in there and just said anything, you know what I mean?
You need good elders around you though sometimes too. Like you need good old heads to be able, or medium old heads to be like, yo, just chill. Cause the one thing you don't wanna do with, like, my biggest thing I would tell them actually is that all that shit is cool, whatever. But you're getting a lot of money. Stop risking felonies in your personal being to look any way for anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do that. Like, just make your music, get your bread, keep it G, but don't put your shit at risk.
I want to say something too, and me being up here interviewing you, how much does the media play into it? Me from the media, I could see a lot of places. I've been at XXL, I've been at MTV, I've been at Genius, I've written for The Source, I've written for Complex, Vibe, all of them, you name it.
A whole lot.
I think it had everything to do with it.
We
whole lot.
the media covers, and I say we because I never separate myself from the problem, right? And I always try to find a solution. But the media covers a lot of the other shit other than the music. So you know, a guy like Tekashi could get on
they cover that
Instagram
more
and say whatever he want to say, and automatically that becomes more important than his record. And that's with most artists these days, right? Like, is that frustrating for you? Does that make you want to go out like, shit, man, I'm out here busting my ass doing these records. I should just be funny on the gram.
Nah, like I said earlier, it's lanes, man. Whatever you choose to help draw attention to yourself, that's what you choose. I don't be wanting a lot of just extra nonsense coming my way. So I feel like that's what the clout, the media, the Instagram, I feel like that's what that create. So when it come to me, I really want people to talk about my music. Like, not, East was doing this or East was doing that. Like, talk about Beloved or Paranoia or my projects, like the music because I'm putting a lot of time into actually making that music. You feel me? I spend more time making music than I spend doing any frivolous bullshit. So the focus should be, you know what I mean?
That's how I always feel about the interviews. I feel like traditionally it might take you, you know, an artist, when you're doing your album, it might be 8 months to a year. Not Styles, because he'll do 5 albums in that time, because that's just how quick he works. But to do an hour-long interview and then we only ask about your music for 5 minutes and the other 50 minutes we talk about bullshit, is unfair.
But even that, it's unfair, but even that's cool. The part which is harmful is they not think about these young brown men, even white men, that are successful and getting people off the block. Like, regardless what Tekashi did, he's a young man that's no longer has to be in a position to worry about slinging crack, robbing anybody. He's putting people from his block on. His homies is eating. They traveling the world. They doing shows. That's a group of people that's
legal money. There's a business
moving from somewhere. So when and as rappers, community, fans, media, we all have a responsibility to uphold what's doing good in the community. So when something goes wrong, because I didn't know he does a lot of charity. He does a shitload of charity.
You don't see that as much, but
shit like
on his gram he'll hand out money and
you hear all the
much.
dumb shit, but like pump that as much as you pump the crazy shit he says. Let it balance out. Like, stop. Not you per se.
Yeah,
I'm just talking
don't
about
take offense.
media outlets. Like, we got to say, all right, this is doing good. We got to watch what we promoting for this thing of ours, because I think the journalists and the media outlets don't look at it no longer as this is a thing of ours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody get busted, right? For instance, a rapper gets caught with some weed. Another joint that's outside of hip hop goes, rapper busted. And such and such. We as hip hop, now you'll see all the hip hop sites promote something or retweet or regram somebody that's outside of rap saying what it is. Now he got knocked with some weed he was smoking. That shit wasn't a drug bust. Now it's a drug bust because y'all got a couple zips in the crib and, you know, a couple things. Like, so we got to watch what we say about this thing of ours, and just everybody got to hold some sort of responsibility to be like, yo, I'm in hip hop, I love it, or I get it even. Because some people, now we got so many people in it that don't actually love it, that get a check from it, that work from all of them outlets you just named. And that's fucked up. Go hire that kid from the corner. He might have not went to college and might not have a degree, but he fucking knows fashion. He know hip hop, he know beats, he know rhymes, he know fucking dad hats, he know weed, he know dances. Fucking hire him instead of, because even with, like, we go walking to do some interviews, like you say, this is a great atmosphere. Besides us knowing you and it being a great atmosphere, you know how it is to have to walk in somewhere that's supposed to be a hip hop outlet.
It don't
feel hip hop, and people are scared to talk. And you got to go, hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all feel good today? Everybody? That shit is weird. Like, that shit is like, this is hip hop. This is culture. This is live time. Like, this is real shit. You live, eat, walk, talk, and breathe this shit. Like, this is what we do. This is a young fella. I'm an old vet. We ain't have to say He could have, even him being a big fan of mine and me being a big fan of his, we could have just did some shit to either get a look or that had nothing to do with hip hop. Nah, we live hip hop. Like, let's make some authentic hip hop. He got models, he got good looks, he got fashion people calling him. He ain't have to go, yo, nah, Ghost he ain't even that lit right now. I'm gonna feel back. He could have did that, but that's reality. Like, that's the shit we don't say. These are the conversations we have with each other. Real time. Like, I tell him, yo, babe, bro, I appreciate it. I love you, thank you. Like, we work together, we do shit. Same, like, you know what I'm saying? Same shit. I could be, hey, yo, hop on this joint or hop on this song. Nah, that young nigga think he high now. Been had this shit. I did that shit to him. Nah, dog, this is hip hop. Let's do some dope shit for the cause of hip hop that say, you could say, I love this shit. Ain't getting a check, or I love this shit, or I'm getting in the check. Put a fucking 110% in this shit.
Absolutely.
White, black, brown, Spanish, indifferent. If you fucking getting a check off this, put 110. Know the artist. Stop just, and all y'all people with these big things, just stop hiring people that don't know shit about the culture. Even if they hiring brown people. It's not even a white thing. Let me be clear, because they hire black people and Spanish people that don't know shit about this fucking culture.
Nothing.
And you think they know the culture because they black us? Hell fucking no. Hire who knows this shit. Like,
nah, that's real, man. And the reason why I wanted to have y'all up here is because I think you make a great point. This hip hop thing is all about community. It's ours. The shit is better when everybody kind of has their own lane and we uphold each other and, you know, we kind of brush aside the bullshit, right? Y'all did y'all part on Beloved. That's why I wanted to have y'all on the show, because I felt like on Beloved, like, damn, y'all was doing y'all part. Now, for me to do my part, I needed to have y'all up here so we could talk about it. And we could celebrate it. So they could talk, you know, like.
Appreciate you.
If you haven't heard Beloved, go check it out. It's definitely worth your time. It's definitely shit that you're going to have to listen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times to catch. I ain't even catch the pen line because I thought you were still writing. That's hard. But, man, I definitely thank y'all for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all always have a home at Genius.
Man.
And we're going to lift this shit.
Genius, what up? Let me hold this down. You ready? What up? It's your boy, Beloved Ghost.
It's your boy, Beloved East.
Check us out on Genius with our beloved brother, Rob Markman. It's lit.
Beloved. In stores now. Cop up.